Behold the harmony of airwaves as you immerse yourself in the captivating frequencies of WMNHLP, the sonic heartbeat of Manchester, transcending through the ether at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation. Our transmissions emanate from the zenith of 1000 Elm Street. Venture into the heart of our creative realm at 119 Canal Street, where innovation and sound collide. We bear the imprimatur of Manchester Public Television Service in the venerable city of Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Enrich your auditory journey with the depth of our licensed resonance. Dispatch your missives to WMNH953@gmail.com or traverse the virtual corridors of WMNHradio.org. Engage with our sonic vibrations by communing with us through the digital channels. Your radio beckons, eager to enthrall you with its mesmerizing cadence and envelop you in a symphony of boundless auditory wonder.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
That is Beach Zombies. The band is Dead Harrison, and we are playing that for a specific reason, which we'll get to in a moment. But welcome, everybody. This is the third hour of Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious Manchester, New Hampshire on Canal Street. Today is Saturday, August 3rd, 2024. Jenny is here, of course, at the news table.
Present and accounted for.
Yes, yes. And we have three very special guests with us. Of course, Eleanor and Spelfie and Andre from the, and I always say it wrong, the Midnight Creatives Collective. Did I get it right?
Yes. And it's okay if you call us creatures.
I don't know. Is there a Facebook group with creatures in it? Is that why I'm confusing it?
Well, there might be.
There might be, yeah. So welcome. And of course, Andre also in the band Dead Harrison. So we were looking for a song to play. And Beach Zombies was suggested. And we should talk about why. Why is Beach Zombies relevant?
Because tonight we have a cool little thing happening at Terminus Underground where we're doing a little film feature, and I got a band playing that's got a little Walking Dead theme going on too. The Negans.
The vegans?
The Negans.
Oh, there might be vegans.
I was going to say,
might be vegans.
Well, I was going to say
that could be a band name too.
I was gonna say,
might be vegans.
A lot of musicians are vegans these days.
Well, you got to have that healthy lifestyle.
That's right. So they're called the Negans.
The Negans.
Negan?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
Just like Negan in the Walking Dead show, you know, the one with.
See, I've never seen an episode of The Walking Dead, so I don't know who this Negan is.
This Negan character is a very interesting anti-hero.
Oh, why an anti-hero? Is Negan
I think
controversial in some way?
Yeah, kind of. Probably to an extent. He liked the use of violence to get the ends and the means done. But
gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the way that it turns out is like they're both just two separate groups that are figuring out how to operate and run in the new world after, post-zombie apocalypse. And they just have their own ways of doing things. And there was a little confrontation that happened between the two groups.
Okay.
And a lot of bad things happened. And then things kind of took a turn a little bit.
But if you're not familiar with the Walking Dead kind of storyline, you wouldn't know that Terminus is also part of that. So Terminus,
I had no idea.
Underground was a place of sanctuary
Oh.
for people trying to escape the zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
But it wasn't a place of sanctuary, really.
Well, little twist there that if you didn't follow all their rules, you would end up in a bus and they would eat you and serve you to the rest of the commune.
All right.
We're not going to do that.
We do have a resident cannibal, though.
Yeah, agreed.
You do? That's terrifying.
He's a leather worker.
Oh, all right. So stay away from him if he's hungry.
Yeah,
All right.
pretty much. Or angry, and when he's hangry.
So what exactly is going on tonight? I mean, so you're filming video with zombies or what?
Well, we have our first movie night. So we're actually combining music and movie tonight for a film premiere, and it's a Silent Hill parody with puppets.
Oh, okay.
So our friend Ryan Lockhart is the filmmaker and the performer, and she has created this entire film based on her series of Gameplay Foul, which is what it's called. It's a very popular YouTube gamer series where she goes through and does gameplay with her puppet and the Silent Hill backdrop.
Okay.
So it's for...
Well, that's for, it's different games per episode.
Yeah, different games, but that's kind of the concept, and she's created this whole 1 hour long movie as her coming out experience as a trans woman. So we're supporting her film as an art, and she's also performing. She's an amazing rapper, and
no
she's
kidding.
going to be doing several performances of some rap battle songs, and so that's part of it. And we also have the Negans going to play too. So it's a punk rock, punk horror kind of night.
Okay.
So grab your popcorn and candy and come over.
We got to get so she. What's her name again?
The filmmaker,
Yeah.
is Ryan Lockhart.
Ryan Lock.
Yeah, she's on IMDb.
We gotta get her on the
yeah,
show.
you gotta get her on
she
the show.
sounds like she's
She's
got a
fabulous.
fascinating story.
Oh yeah,
Oh, she's an
absolutely.
amazingly fascinating woman.
She's also
super
an
talented.
educator and an activist, and she's just a really like just very wonderful person altogether.
Yeah.
I absolutely suggest getting her on the show.
Yeah. No, she sounds fascinating. Has she done other things, do you know, with puppets, involving puppets, or is this like
Yes, so she does it mainly on her YouTube channel, and this is
Oh.
going to be the first time she's presenting a live presentation. She doesn't have the puppets tonight because they're they're constructed very like Hollywood standards, so they're very important.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any road puppets.
Oh, okay.
But it'll just be her and her amazing energy and performance art. So I think you guys, if you could come and make it out, anyone can come. It's $10 suggested donation. Normally we do a $15 cover, but this is something different we're trying. So I think it's going to be fun.
Now, do the Negans? Why them? Or did it just work out that way, or do they have some sort of connection to the whole?
Oh, yeah,
concept?
there's a
question.
big connection. Jimmy from the Negans and Ryan are besties in real life.
Oh, okay.
So Jimmy does extra on Ryan's show on a regular basis. He's a
Oh,
guest
okay.
Yeah, he
star on
acts
her
too.
show, and he does videos with her and stuff too.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Have
cool.
you ever seen Jimmy or the Negans before?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
no.
goodness. You're going to be in for a treat. They're
Oh, yeah.
very fun.
Yeah.
Very high energy. It's, kind of old rock punk, Misfits
Okay.
style, right? So there's a lot of woes and yes,
Yeah.
and jumping around.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. Very cool. We should talk about too. Jenny and I were there the other night because she's got her art there.
For amazing
I can't
art.
see. It's like oh wow, you're like
hiding in the corner.
you're way in the corner over there. You're not. You're not.
Stay
using-
right
Now you're
over
on the
here.
spotlight, Jenny.
I'm like. I'm
I
literally.
try to stay out of it.
I'm like, where'd she go?
Your video that I posted with all your art got 83 views.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
That's organic views. That means 83 people were looking at that little show. And what we mentioned on that clip was that Jenny is a healthcare advocate.
Mhm.
And that's very important to people, knowing
Yes.
how our healthcare industry is not advocating for us.
Right.
So
Imagine that, trying to get healthcare to be healthcare.
Yes. Imagine.
the care in quotations.
Yeah, that comes out a lot in the art too,
And
Yeah.
people
especially in the
care.
collection that you guys have, which are like my darkest pieces.
Yeah.
Those dark pieces are dark.
Yeah.
Like those are things of nightmares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter loves them though. She's like, this is like the back rooms.
Oh, that's very.
Oh,
cool.
no kidding.
No kidding. Oh, very cool.
Oh, that's crazy.
Very cool. Yeah. Now, is that something you do every month? Every month you feature a different artist, or
Yeah.
how does that work? Like, how do you do people submit, or what's the process like for deciding?
It's pretty loose right now. We have had people that have asked us. We have had people that we've sought out. People that just are like, yep, I'm putting my art on your wall. This is the coolest thing ever, because we do a 80-20 split consignment if something sells.
Mhm.
We do a number of promotional things to get the art seen and recognized, not only through the Terminus shows and our open house every Tuesday where people can come. We allow the artists to set up their own gallery showing.
Yeah.
And they can do basically whatever they want. They can teach art classes. They can have a reception. They can auction off their art at Terminus. Yeah, so there's a lot of opportunities.
Excellent. Yeah, we should also talk too more broadly about what you do at the Midnight Creatives Collective, because we have a lot of musicians who listen to the show.
Hi, musicians.
And,
We want you.
Yeah, talk about that. Talk about what you do with musicians and in terms of
Oh, well,
promotion and
we do a lot of different things, but one of the main things that we do is we run underground music, live music a few times a month in a little place that we call Terminus. And that's Andre's a little spot there that he graciously opens up for us, living room style, for us to be able to put on shows.
yeah.
And
But go ahead.
yeah, and we open up the business bar, which is Eleanor's space.
Yeah.
And
Business bar in quotations.
Yeah, bar, no alcohol
Yeah.
served. So
Yeah.
yeah, but BYOB stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I've got the green room for the musicians, and yeah, we treat our bands like family.
Yeah, we're very hospitable. Our the key phrase, if you were to put us in an SEO search, would be hospitality.
Yeah.
And that's we've had over 60 bands since we started perform at Terminus over the last 6 months, and every single one of them says, "Oh my God, thank you. We cannot believe you pay the bands every time, serve them dinner, food when they're there, fill a fridge filled with their favorite beverages." And they have just a genuinely good time being so intimate in this environment with their fans, knowing that energy is like being built in a small space, but it's really ideally what everyone seems to be wanting these days.
Yeah.
So it's really nice to be able to do that.
Yeah, I think the end goal of it is like to also try and provide a place for musicians to be working with other musicians that for new ideas. Seasoned people learning the craft of not just like the performance section of things, but also the behind the scenes. Like if you want to do things to push out farther, like these are the things that you have to start taking care of yourself with. And like whether it's signing up and being a member of ASCAP or BMI, there's little things that can help benefit you to like really make it into something that now it's not just, being a garage band anymore.
Right.
You're trying to push yourself to an actual professional place. And that's what we're trying to do here, is to like take the craft seriously. Don't listen to everybody else that's just like, oh, musicians are just like,
Or that the scene isn't united. I don't like hearing that, because we know how to unite it. It is about, doing what we're doing and inviting and welcoming as many people in the underground scene that we can to take part. So this is, where the community is actually happening. And there's other places too, like other collectives have started to pop up, which is really awesome. And we like to collaborate with just about everybody.
Yeah.
Because we're all about like, seeing it as a future perspective. Like, we're going to be those boomers again. I mean, not again, but eventually. And so who are we teaching and what are we teaching for the next people to, be able to rock and roll and keep rock and roll alive?
Yeah, and it's basically set up like a nice little membership, like you would have a gym membership or something, but you get to come in and work with people. You have a place to come and do things that kind of like separates you from the world, and like sometimes you try to do the stuff at home, but there's always a distraction.
Yeah.
This gives you a place to actually go and work on your craft.
Yeah.
Work on the behind the scenes, bring your laptop, hook up to internet, make pictures and pages and set things up. Work on a website. Have somebody that can help you work on a website to like get things going. And what's my next step? The place to have those little conversations yeah. And I mean, and even with Terminus, like I want to use it as a place where there's Katie Red, who is a sound person that has been working with us and does a great job. And we were just having a discussion of having a class for bands to come in so that they can learn how to communicate with the sound person what they need on stage, so that they can get past the things of, I got to deal with the grumpy sound guy. Well, if you spoke the language and you understand what a sound person is trying to understand, you would be able to increase your performance because you were able to communicate the things that you needed to sound good for yourself on stage.
That is a fantastic idea.
Yeah. So,
so it's little things like that.
Now, that specifically, though, is because nobody, I don't know if there's a course at Berkeley where they teach, I don't think so, where they teach how to deal with a sound guy, but I mean,
at this level.
But that's what that's the thing, because that's
it's all textbook stuff at Berkeley. It's never
that's what I mean, though. Like actually, because you have to. It's not so much the technical stuff when you're dealing with a sound guy at a club. It's the personality aspects of it that can come into play, and There's a fly in here. That's unusual.
Oh,
But probably because we were talking about zombies.
Yes, some of the rotten flesh has made it with us.
Jeez. Our reputation's preceding us.
I heard somebody on the morning show the other day saying there was a fly in here, so it must be the same fly. I've never seen a fly in here. But no, I think that's a fantastic idea. I don't know anybody around here who's doing anything like that.
We're doing lots of things no one else has even thought of. I went into a women's empowerment group for women CEOs this last week, and I tried to do an elevator pitch for what all we do. And I don't have a short way of saying any of what we do because we do a lot.
Yeah.
But it's all like really beneficial stuff. Like it's next level stuff. So it's like we've got the School of Rock in Nashua now, and they're teaching all the young kids. And I feel like we're just that next extension.
Oh, yeah.
For that.
No, that makes sense too. Yeah, because, obviously, especially for people, I mean, there's probably a lot of musicians around who, they're not gonna go enroll at the School of Rock, but there's things that they need to know that maybe part of the challenge, though, I would imagine is there's a lot of musicians who don't know that there's things that they need to know. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing is trying to, pass that information along that people aren't thinking about.
Right.
And it's like, she threw me in and made me do a class a couple weeks ago to be like, I'm going to make a class. You're going to teach some people how to learn to run our soundboard. But it also put a thing for musicians to learn how to actually work a soundboard.
Yeah.
To the things to look at, to whether it's setting up monitors and setting up stage things and having levels and where to look at and your EQ settings. And there's a lot of little things that it only makes your craft that much better that these little behind the scene things, because that's going to help you just dial in what you're looking for, say your sound.
Yeah. And if you have a better understanding of what the sound person goes through.
Exactly.
Yeah. And we have a very, it's not a club that we have. It's a private space where we open it up. It's not very big. I mean, it's bigger than the studio, but we have specific sound needs for that room. So it's really nice to be able to, teach people how to hone in the sound, even in a small space.
Yeah.
And make it sound phenomenal.
Well, what I tell everybody, I'm sure you've heard me say it, is when you walk into Terminus, I still remember walking in there the first time. It's like another world.
Oh, yeah. It's even better now. Andre just tweaked some things.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. And I had no idea about the whole with, is it Walking Dead?
Yep.
I don't know any of these zombie things. But I had no idea about that part of it. But even just not knowing that, just walking into that room, it's like, wow.
There will be no zombies tonight.
Yeah.
If anyone's scared.
Yeah, zombies are bad. But
I may have to add a couple skeletons in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Well, earlier we had on Dylan Reynolds, who has this EP called Radiation Sickness, and it's about one of the songs is about Chernobyl, and it's all about these things that can. But it sounded like he's into zombies too. He mentioned a video game. Didn't he mention a video game that involves zombies? She's over there in the corner. Never mind. But
yes, I hear zombies.
What's that?
Yes, I heard you with the zombies.
Okay. Yes.
There's a lot of video games with the zombies. Silent Hill was one of the first, I think, right?
No, it wasn't particularly a zombie. It was. I don't know. I didn't play the game.
He mentioned a video game with
remember
zombies.
the movies.
See, I've never seen any of those.
It was just weird, dark, mysterious.
Yeah, when we agreed to do the
Maybe more
video or the movie night, we had to preview what it was about because we weren't too familiar with the Silent Hill brand.
Yeah.
So we watched the movie. Yeah, I'm glad you are. I watched
Silent
part
Hill.
of the movie, but
Yeah.
The video game was great.
Yeah. So we were talking about that with Dylan too, the video games, and see, I'm not a gamer at all. The last time, it's probably been 20 years since I played a video game, but the reason I've always avoided it since, because the last time I played a video game, I was at a friend's house. They actually fell asleep. It was late. I think I started playing the game at 9 p.m. And next thing I know, 4 hours has gone by. I'm looking at the clock and it's 1 a.m. And I made a decision in that moment. I said, because I've been, when I was a kid, I'd spend hours in front of the game system, and I just made a decision in that moment. I put that controller down and I said, I'm never doing this again. And I haven't picked up a game controller since. It's just so psychologically addictive,
It is so addictive. And then you start to get angry. Like I only play The Witcher, and sometimes I'm like in the middle and I feel myself with that like I'm like I gotta quit. I don't want this.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of gamer musicians in the community. Like you guys just had Mr. Goodbars, and he does gaming. Axel Bailey does gaming, the drummer of Dead Harrison, and there's a lot of gamers. So I kind of think that this is a cool niche because we're appealing to both movie nerds and gaming nerds.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
the
true.
punks and just a really cool vibe that is going to be tonight.
Yeah. Now, at the collective, there's because you're talking about some of the information and education of musicians. You've got like levels, right? You've got like memberships people can sign up for.
We have several different memberships. So just the Midnight Creatives Collective has 3 membership levels, patron being the one that gives you access to come in and co-work with us as artists or, whatever you're working on. We have writers too, musicians. So anybody could co-work in a positive environment. That just is $25 a month. And you can come in anytime that we're open, which is Tuesdays from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. right now. But we are starting to think about expansion.
Yeah, because as more people start understanding what's going on.
Yeah.
And then the next level is the Rockstar member, which we have 2 Rockstar members right now. An artist who's a painter, and her name is My Art by KF, Keegan Fitzgerald. And we have a writer. Her name is Ellie Beach. She's an author, and she does poetry. And she also does cosplaying under Aowen of the Shire. So those are our 2 Rockstar members. And then we have a VIP level membership, which covers everything and where I can use my skills learned as a music business manager and, teach them how to basically start from the bottom and make it to the top with like their EPKs and their web presence and, doing album covers and designing like logos for them and then getting them into video and media and signing them up for the music pros like BMI and ASCAP.
Yeah.
So that's what I do at that VIP level. And we have one musician that I also manage. His name is Rick Everhard, and his band is called Six Minds Combined. It's a modern hip-hop band. It's a melodic hip-hop band. He raps, and he likes to partner with DJs and other musicians and do, like, collaborative things. So his first album's coming out, and I'm helping him produce the album cover and the booklet. And Mr. Goodbars at the Toy Box Studio did all the production on the album itself. It's called Issue 0.
Cool.
Six Minds Combined. So
oh, okay.
You have to keep your eye out for that one. But yeah, we'd love to have more VIP members, people who want to, grow their band as a business and want to reach that next level in their careers. It's for real people who have a lot of get up and go. If I had to say anything, Dead Harrison was basically my model for this. So everything I did to get Dead Harrison to the level they are now, I can use as an accomplishment and repeat it.
Yeah. Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah. I mean, I did it with my own band back in the day, so it's kind of just the logical steps of growing a business at this point.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 levels, and then if you want Terminus membership, we have kind of 2 different levels there. We have the regular entry level, which is $20 a month, or no, sorry, $15 a month, and then you get discounted tickets for Terminus.
Yeah.
Or if you want our VIP pizza membership, which includes pizza with the bands, that's $20 a month, and then you get discounted tickets at the door.
By the way, did I hear you correctly? Did you say that guy's name was Rick Everhard?
Yes, it is Rick Everhard.
The 11-year-old boy in me loves that.
Yes, I asked him the first time I knew his name. I was like, "Is that your real name?" And he's like, "Yes."
That's awesome.
And his middle name, I can't remember it, but it makes it even better.
Does it really?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well,
he loves it though.
Well, shout out to Rick Everhard.
Yeah.
And it's not short for Richard either. It's Frederick.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. So, Spelfie, I don't know much about your background. How did you get involved in all of this? And have you known Eleanor and Andre for a long time?
I met Eleanor and Andre 6 years ago, a little bit more than 6 years ago. And we became friends really quickly. We got close really quickly, and I was in Nashua for a little bit, moved down to Massachusetts, and the two of them were two of the only people who came and visited me after I moved.
Yeah.
They're two of my best friends, and so after the passing of our friend Steve last year, we got together and we were talking about dreams and ideas that we had, and then realized that we had a lot of the same ideas, a lot of the same dreams and goals and plans of things that we wanted to do. So we decided to just combine forces and
Yeah.
do it together.
Did you all? Well, let me ask you this: are you a musician? Are you an artist? Are you like what do you do creatively?
I sing, but I'm not in a band.
Okay.
I'm a chicken, but I am working on starting a project. Sorry.
It's all right. I
He's
caught.
just
We're
passionate about music.
We're on a delay. I caught it. It's all good.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
But yeah, I've got a big passion for music. I grew up music. I came out of the womb singing practically, according to my parents.
Yeah.
They don't like to agree on much, but one of the things that they agree on is that I started singing before I started talking.
Yeah.
So I've always loved music, always had a passion for music. I've been asked what the meaning to life was, and I just say music. Without it, there's no point.
Yeah.
Everything is a wave. Everything vibrates. Some waves you can see, some you can hear.
Yeah.
And some you can feel. And just when you get good live music and you just close your eyes and you can feel the waves, the vibration, you're in a crowd of people and you can feel the energy coming off of all of those people who are also feeling the same vibrational energy that you are.
Mm-hmm. It's a good way of describing it. Yeah.
It's magic.
She
It's
has
magic.
good instincts when it comes to music too. She knows what bands go with what on a bill. She's got really solid because of how she feels.
Yeah.
I literally just feel the music.
Yeah.
I don't just listen. I feel.
Yeah.
And,
And you mentioned so you sing, but you're not. Have you been in a band?
I have. I did like band classes. I did chorus classes and all that stuff growing up.
Yeah.
I grew up. My dad's very religious. I grew up in the church. I grew up in children's choir and stuff like that. Very sour to organized religion. So I no longer do that. But that was the one thing that I enjoyed about church was singing.
Yeah. It's interesting. A lot of musicians, that's how they start out learning to sing is, I shouldn't say a lot, but I've just heard a lot of people who aren't particularly religious, but because they came from a religious background, that's something that they did get out of it, at least, an exposure to singing and choirs and choruses and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. According to my parents, at 6 months old, I started singing Jesus Loves Me with my dad.
Yeah.
And then the first thing that I said, I mean, kind of egotistical, but at the same time not, because it wasn't just the word it was a whole phrase. I told my dad I love him. I said, I love you. So I guess the story is my mom would put me in my little baby swing in front of the door. My dad would come home from work, and the first thing he would do is put his stuff down and say, I love you. And so he walked in the door, and the first thing I said, I love you.
Oh, that's cute. Very nice. Very nice.
So that was my story of I started talking before I started.
Yeah.
I mean, I started singing.
Before you started talking. Yeah.
But Jesus Loves Me, and won't catch me singing that ever again.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. But probably. Well, what about you could the songs? It's funny. There's what did I hear the other night that I hadn't heard in a long time? That Jesus Is Just All Right by the Doobie Brothers. It was like, I don't think they're religious though. Some people sing about Jesus without being actually religious. It's interesting. But
I say Jesus a lot every day.
yeah, see, there you go.
I guess it could be a phrase.
That's right. Well, let's do this. I think we should play another Dead Harrison song, and then we'll come back and talk some more. Do we have a... Actually, all right, maybe I'll be selfish. I really like Terror Grinder.
You read my mind.
Oh, okay, so I'm not being selfish. That's good.
You're not.
All right.
It's a good one.
It's a good song.
I think we should play that
Different
one.
from Beach Zombies.
Yeah. Yeah, this is and this is you and Sean sing this together, right? Is this the one? Yeah. trying to get it to load up here. What's going on? Almost.
Spelfie, what are you holding? There was a question in the chat room if that's an axolotl.
Axolotl, yeah.
Axolotl plushie.
Yeah, it's an axolotl. This is my ESA, my emotional support axolotl. His name is Sausage. He's a gift from a friend.
He's very cute.
He is.
Oh, very good.
It's much better than the actual live emotional support animal that I used to have because I don't have to feed this one
right.
or take it out for a walk.
Right.
I don't have to worry about cleaning up messes
and it
or
can go
getting
anywhere.
a doggy sitter.
You don't have to worry about somebody giving you a hard time about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they piss me off enough, I can just hit them with it.
Well, yeah.
I need this for my emotional support.
Well, that's true.
I got you. I like this. Try not to get arrested for assault.
That's right.
I wouldn't.
That's right. All right, here we go. I got it. This is Terror Garden, and this is Dead Harrison. Check this out.
Storm the gates and wall the city. Load the chamber of your God. We stayed asleep for a lifetime. The days arrived to have some fun.
Yeah, I definitely think that is my favorite Dead Harrison song, Terror Grinder. The band is Dead Harrison. We have Andre Dumont here from Dead Harrison. We have Eleanor and Spelfie here as well. And we've been talking about the Midnight Creators Collective and Terminus Underground. And for people just joining us, we should remind them what you've got going on tonight there.
So tonight is our first music and movie night. We're going to be premiering a Silent Hill fan parody film with puppets. So it's called Silent Fowl. And it is basically the Ryan Lockhart is the filmmaker and the performer and actress, and she's a trans woman, and this is her coming out film and night. So she is going to be doing a rap performance. She's an amazing rap battle artist and a rapper, and so she's going to be doing some of that performing as well as premiering her show. And we also have the Negans, a Walking Dead parody band themselves, who they are like punk rock and Misfits style. So a lot of fun, a lot of woes, a lot of haze, a lot of jumping up and down. It's going to be really fun. So we are doing a little bit differently, $10 suggested donation at the door. It is still 21 plus. Bring your candy and a chair to sit on and come and watch a movie and have some fun with us.
I'm curious.
I'm sorry. I should say the time. It's doors start at 8.
Oh, yeah. That is important.
Yes.
I'm curious, how does something like an event like this, which is so unique, like how does something like this happen? Does she approach you because she thinks that this would be a good venue for that, or do you approach her? Or how does that happen?
I saw her post online. She was like, "Yeah, check out my movie." I was like, "Do you want to have a viewing?"
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, kind of. Like, all right, cool. So I talked to these two here. I was like,
yeah.
Why don't we put on a movie night at Terminus and show movies made by people that we know?
Yeah.
And we had gotten a couple people who are filmmakers interested early on, and they came by the open house. One of them was Matt Martino, who's done some B-horror films with our friend and resident cannibal Grieg Abaddon. So we had him come by a couple times. And then Rod Weber, who is the documentary filmmaker for Vermin Supreme, had come by.
Kidding.
Yeah, so we started talking about, that there could be a possibility to work with film people here too, given the space. And this is the first time we're trying it. I think it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Are you doing something with Vermin Supreme, or
every time he comes to New Hampshire, our house is literally his campaign house headquarters.
Okay.
So yeah, whenever he comes here, if he comes with his ponies, they're in our yard in Nashua. Last year he came and did like the holiday stroll with us and the ponies. It was our first introduction to it, and then I'll be doing something with him if he wants to tour New England around.
Oh, wow.
Here. So yeah, I think something might happen in September, but it's still up in the air.
He actually brings ponies?
Sometimes, yep, he does.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're like these mini Shetland ponies.
Yeah.
They're really cute. Yeah.
Sturdy. How does he, he transports them here in a truck?
Yeah.
They have friends.
They have
truck
friends
and a trailer.
trailer.
Yeah.
It's
Interesting.
They're from a farm, and these are friends and colleagues of Vermin's who donate the ponies.
Wow.
I know, it is so cool.
I love Vermin. I've interviewed him a few times. Actually, I think Jenny had introduced me to him originally. But yeah, I've interviewed him a few times over the years, and no, very, very fun, very fascinating. I didn't realize though he actually travels sometimes with actual ponies. I mean, talk about committing to the bit. Wow. You know what I mean?
I never really knew what kind of ponies, and in my mind I was thinking like just the regular size ponies, but these are little mini ones. So I think it's probably much easier to transport them.
Probably. Wow, that's wild.
But imagine my surprise when I looked out my window and saw ponies grazing in my yard. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Starstruck.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I do get starstruck. Even though I've been in this industry since 1999, I still get starstruck.
Yeah.
And it's mostly weirdly by political people. I'm like, but
right.
even stars, like even musicians sometimes. I got to meet my favorite band, Gira, recently. They came and played Terminus.
Who are they?
Gira.
How do you spell it?
Girih.
Oh, okay.
And they're in Manchester. They're a melodic post-metal band with huge cabs and amps.
Yeah.
And I was introduced to them in the winter. Andre's friend John introduced them to us, and I wrote to them. And I was like, "Oh my God, I really love this band. It's amazing." Never expected to hear back from him. And then they're like, "Hey, can we do a show?" And I was like, "Oh my God, yeah!"
Oh wow.
So I get to meet a lot of amazing, amazing people.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
all do.
Oh, and there's we should mention too. Speaking of interesting people, Green Jello or Green Jelly. I don't know what to call them anymore.
So I've been in touch with William Manspeaker, and
Yes.
he has arranged a 130-day pool noodle bus tour. So a pool noodle bus, a bus filled with pool noodles, painted with green jelly and green Jello logos, is traveling the country right now. They're in Calgary. Had a little bit of a problem getting over the border with the
I
bus.
did watch that.
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't.
It wasn't the bus; it was him.
I didn't know about this. I missed this. This got
Yeah,
past
he got.
me.
Yeah, he got turned away at the Canadian border.
He got back through.
Oh.
He had to go. He had to fly
Yep.
back to Los Angeles, go to court, get a piece of paper that said he had his name searched and he's never been a felon,
Wow.
Yeah.
and fly that back to Calgary to get into Canada and be permitted to come in. And he made it to the
Wow.
concert.
Wow.
But it was an insane thing watching him emergently fly to LA.
He has
to go to,
unbounded energy.
Wow.
He's very much about showing people how to be a winner.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
so he'll be here in this direction at Terminus on August 27th.
Yep.
That's a Tuesday show, so if you gotta work, maybe take the day off because it's gonna be just so much fun.
Yeah.
And we're gonna try to do a parade through the city with the pool noodles and
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
yeah. So we're gonna try to have a punk rock parade.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Did not know about the parade aspect.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't put the event up yet, but I will shortly. So
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
And anything new with in the world of Dead Harrison that we should know about?
My brain is not able to. Right now, no. I think we have a show coming up over at Terminus next month.
Okay.
yeah, they're playing with Vigil and Swarm of Eyes. And a
Okay.
new band called Tech Slave. I had the show set up for Vigil, and they said to me, "Well, why is Dead Harrison not on this bill? We need Dead Harrison on this
Oh.
bill." So we put them on the bill. And they're playing the Keen Music Festival on August 31st. So all the
Excellent.
bands that we know.
Like I said, my brain is just like I just
Yeah.
wait for it to come and then I go.
That's why I'm the manager, so I can keep everything in
Yeah.
line that we need to do because it's a lot. We do a lot.
yeah.
We're constantly moving. There's a lot of moving pieces. We have a lot of really great volunteers who
Yeah.
I actually wanted to shout out today. Some of the people that have helped us, just out of the goodness of their heart and feeling for the scene.
Mm.
We have Katie Red, our sound witch, Brian Melanson, who's really tech savvy and has been helping us. Axel Bailey, who's doing our videos and our interviews with Spelfie for the artists and musicians. Chris Barton, who has helped us with sound and parking detail. Rick Everhard, he's been helpful. He wants to be our bouncer and help us out in that regard. Eric and Palomini, he's bounced the door before too.
Yes.
With Stacy, his girlfriend. So everybody who's just picked up and just helped us in any way that they can just to be part of it has
Yeah.
been amazing. I mean, I'm sure there's so many more people that I'm not even mentioning. I don't know if you have.
Yeah,
any-
I mean, we've got Bryant Geller. He's one of our patron members,
Mhm.
and he does a lot to help me get to meetings and stuff like that. As far as giving me rides, he's always there. He's like, "You need something? Let me know. I've got
Oh,
you.
cool.
I will support any which way I can." He's down to support this, whatever. He doesn't come to Terminus shows and stuff like that because he works on Saturday nights. He's a dealer over at Gate City Casino.
Oh, okay.
So he can only request so many nights off for concerts.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't even know there was a casino in Nashua.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Are there?
Yeah, there's gonna be one more soon in the mall too.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. I mean, I'm not a gambler, but yeah, I just didn't realize that. For years I had no idea. I had no idea there was one on South Willow Street. I was oblivious.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, it's been there
Oh,
forever.
yeah, I
and
didn't realize
I
there was
didn't
one
either.
either.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
I'm
until
not-
you just mentioned it right now.
Oh, really? Yeah,
I'm like-
yeah.
Only
What,
thing I kind
Manchester
of want
has
to
a
gamble at is
casino?
bingo. I want to play bingo for some reason.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Mostly because I want to try to get them as a client.
Oh, there you go. There you go. We are running out of time. Please plug the event you have tonight and anything anybody else should know about how to find you online, keep up with everything that you're doing, all the pertinence.
So we have the Midnight Creatives Collective is on Instagram and Facebook. We have a group as well as a page. And then we also have Terminus Underground as a page, so you can go on and find out all the shows from there. We always put the events through the Midnight Creatives Collective and share them to the Terminus page. And we also have a website, but it's in process, but that should be coming soon. We just encourage people to come over and experience it. You can see what we do online, but the key is coming. And we're at 134 Haynes Street. It is in an industrial mill building set off the road. It's a little hard to find. We like it that way. That's why we're underground. So if you type 200 Haynes Street into your GPS, you're more likely to find us.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the secret. We're living a little secrets here.
Yeah.
But yeah, please come to the shows. We're going to have the next one after this is August 17th with The Whole Loaf, Earthmark, Alana Corvette, and Egg with an exclamation point. So that's a really groovy 60s style psychedelic rock night. And prior to that, we're going to be shooting Six Minds Combined's first music video.
Oh.
So people are also welcome to come. We want the public to come and be part of it. It's a house party. So if you're, interested in what we're trying to do, check out the address on our website, or on Facebook rather. And you can check that information out there too.
Very cool. Very cool. And we should remind people too, Jenny's artwork is currently hanging there.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
And you can see more of it at JennCoffey.com, JennCoffey.com.
Yes, very good. Well, thank you. Thank you, all three of you, for coming in today.
Thanks
This has
for
been
having
wonderful.
us, Matt.
Absolutely.
It's good to see you guys.
Yes, thank you. And thanks to everybody who joined us today, of course. We had rabbits for sale in the first hour, and second hour, of course, we had Dylan Reynolds Skyping in, and then Factory of Art, all the way from Germany. They were on a boat getting ready to play, so that was interesting. But they're such a great band. And speaking of great bands, I think we'll close with, what do you think, a little bit of Hurricane Hell from Dead Harrison?
Hell yeah.
Sound good? We'll close with this. And if you missed any part of today's show, it will be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org and at my website, mattconnerton.com. And that's it for us for now. We'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Came from on high with barely a warning or sign. A towering force from the sky.